Hello, everyone. Sorry to bother you. I hope you don't feel any obligation to watch this. I didn't have any events or anything this week, so I still felt the responsibility to have a campaign update once a week, and there were no speeches or anything like that. Plenty of speeches coming up, so I was actually really happy to have the week off and to spend some time drawing. So I'm going to try to draw with this thing in the middle here. But I've been catching up on this comic. The current issue that I'm facing is that I need this character here, who doesn't look like much at the moment, to look more like this character here. So I've been sitting here and studying their faces and working off of something I consider pretty gauche, which is sampling their skin tones directly. Because you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to have a plan. And as is so often, I don't have the plan. But what I do have is this really cool textured brush that I made that is really good for getting large areas to look more or less right. So anyway, as to the Secretary of State thing, it's been going really well. It's actually been the most relaxing and enjoyable aspect of my life for a while now. And let me tell you, if you like getting mail, if you like getting stuff in the mail, you would not believe how much stuff you get when you're running for office. Like, let me show you some of this stuff. First thing that came in today, LM Communications Broadcast Media Group. Congratulations on your commitment to public service. As both a participant and keen observer of our political discourse over many years, I am convinced that it takes special courage and dedication to the general good to offer yourself to the rigors of both the battle to succeed in the election arena, but, even more importantly, to serve once elected. No, it doesn't. It takes $500. Now they want more, because they want to be on the radio, or they want me to pay them to put them on the radio or something, but that's not in my budget right now, I'll put it that way. I get a lot of invitations to go to fancy things that I have never gone to before. I was not being invited to these things before I ran for office. The Madison County Democratic Women's Club, they just want $25 for me to go hang out with them in April. That's nice, but let me find the really good one. Get lots of questionnaires, I'll get to that. Where's the ACLU one? Ah! No, this is Seafair. But it's all the same. Like, look, I can get 4 tables for just $26,500. So I could work for a year and get 4 tables to 1 dinner. And, I mean, they get it. There's people out there that give it to them. That's amazing. Yeah, here we are, the ACLU. This was the funny one. I love this one. So the ACLU says that I can go hang out and eat a dinner with them, and all it costs is $25,000. That's for a rainbow sponsor. I mean, you can be like a whack-ass little individual sponsor for $250. I love the ACLU. I'm an enormous supporter. I love everything the ACLU does. I don't have $250 for y'all. I would love to come eat dinner. I believe that the meal in question is in Lexington, so I looked into finding the catering company and seeing if I could go work as a waiter at that dinner, and then, you know, when it was time to give a speech, I could just jump up on stage real fast and then, you know, go back to being a prep chef. I'm afraid I'd have to cut my hair to get a waiter job right now, and I never did like being a prep chef. But still I could. In any case, so lots of people come looking when they see your name in the paper, and that's neat. I'm enjoying the heck out of that. I get to go talk to the Northern Kentucky Tea Party in a couple days. I'm looking forward to that very much. She needs to have rainbow hair. Let's put a little bit in. This is very early in the process. It's embarrassing how much more work there is to be done on this character, because when it's over, she needs to look interesting and human. Like, look up here. I feel like I was getting that there. Like, she looks like a fairly interesting human being with a human face, which is what I'm going for. In any case, so I get to go talk to the Northern Kentucky Tea Party. Next week, I get to talk to Boyd County Women's Club out in Ashland. I get to see the whole state, and since we're apartment hunting right now, that's actually incredibly useful. I like some of the things that came down this week out of Frankfurt. I guess I'm going to make this short unless people find drawing really, really interesting. I like some of the things that came out of Frankfurt this week. Specifically, let me get the exact one. House Bill 309? I think it's House Bill 309, at the risk of boring you. Yeah, I know, they're the Tea Party, but the thing is, they're people. You know, if there's one thing I've found over and over and over again doing this is that the people that you think are automatically on your side, they really aren't. And the people that you think that are automatically against you, they're actually making up their own minds. And everybody, you know, people that you think would be friends forever end up fighting, and people that you think would never forgive each other end up friends forever. I'm not going to name names there, but there's a few people right now that I'm still somewhat surprised at myself that I've forgiven. And the Tea Party, they're sincere about a few things, and they're sincere about a few things that I personally believe in very strongly, like protecting Kentucky's homeschooling. They seem to be all about that one. And also that it's a really good chance for radical honesty, I guess, because if there's one thing that I've decided to not fight, well, we'll get to that. I'm sure I want that to be a surprise for the actual Tea Party meeting. But there's a couple important things I've decided not to fight them on anymore. Anyway, okay, let's get to the point. Kentucky House Bill 309. It was just proposed by Angela Haddon, and it's awesome. The idea is that I need to do a little more research and find out whether it's taking advantage of an existing provision in the law or if it's an entirely new one. But the idea is that every poll in Kentucky can have one 16 or 17-year-old working as a poll worker. This is incredibly important, not just because the average poll worker in this state is in their 60s or 70s somewhere. Like, it's a really, really, really old bunch. And nothing against them. They're doing a great job, but we need to train the next generation, and 16 and 17 is young enough that they still want to. Oh, God, hatching on people's faces, especially on women's faces, is so hard. All these lines, these little lines, they make people look severe, and I think I wanted that at one point in drawing this, but now I don't. I want her to look a little serious. Like she's annoyed. Like somebody just called her a fake geek girl, except for samurai. So she's not going to take that. Let's just make the whole thing a consistent color. This is really sort of looking weird. And I mean, that's honest because, honestly, when you're working on drawings, for 99.9% of the time, they look weird. And in those brief moments where they don't look weird, you're like, okay, I'm going to stop drawing on now. Anyway, House Bill 309. Just put forward. I'm afraid, like all Democratic House bills at the moment, probably not going to do really well, but maybe they'll see the efficacy on both sides of the aisle. We really need more poll workers, and the pay for poll workers is $100 for a 16-hour day. That's really something that's only going to be attractive to young kids and to retirees, I suppose. I mean, and to me, I wouldn't turn it down, don't get me wrong. And the other thing is that since they're 16 or 17, they aren't registered to vote. This is a closed primary state. You have to be registered to vote, and registered to vote for the particular party, in order to participate in the election, even as an election worker. There's a quota where election workers around here, they have to have a certain number of Democrats and Republicans, except if this bill goes through, they can have, and they will have, because they need these people. They need poll workers so badly. By the way, if you want $100 on May 21st, you should go be a poll worker. But you have to be a registered Democrat or Republican. Anyway, so they need these kids really badly for ideological reasons and just for plain old work reasons. And these kids are, by definition, independent. You want an independent in every polling station in Kentucky? This is the best way yet. Yeah, I love my Wacom. Oh, look, it's going back and forth. Oh, her face looks like a zombie. Well, that's life. Okay, I think I said everything I had to say. Thanks to everybody for watching. I don't think there was anything else really directly. There was, but I can't remember it. I'm not going to waste your time. Have a nice day, and I'll see you next week when I'm standing in front of a bunch of people, probably.